the singer. Y'all want me to start it off?
Please don't do it in Spanish. Not playing. Go ahead.
Do the hook.
5,
I got the hook for you.
4, 3.
Oh, I'm gonna bring us in.
Okay.
0.
It's been a while, man. Oh, let's get this thing going over here. There we go. We live, man. We back. We got all 4 people back. But hey, man, I just need to let everyone know out there that we tuned in to episode 61 of Technically Speaking, when we are giving you news
that you can use.
The timing's getting better.
Yeah, man. It's been a while since we had a chance to do that, man. But you got something to say, Corey. Like, I can see it on your mind, man. Let it out.
Have you ever met your heroes and was disappointed? Today, this episode is not just about that, but it's something towards it, and we about to jump into the mix. Let's go.
Yeah, man. We sure will. Hey, man, but how was everyone's weekend, man? Everyone good? Everyone straight?
Yeah, man. Weekend was great for me. I'm sorry, I just jumped on in. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Nah, let's hear your weekend, man. Come on, bro. What you do?
Man?
So, Saturday, me and the kids, and Saturday, me and wifey we chill, let the kids go outside, play, do their thing. And normally we let them play a little bit, but we let them go ahead. My son and daughter was out from 12 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And I was like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Summertime, this week is their last full week out of school. They start back school next Thursday. The twins was out there. Bailey Kai, my youngest, she was out. She was chilling with her iPad. And on Sunday, we had family and friends day at our church. And my wife and I and the kids, we went to church. It was good because a lot of people, now that we're post-pandemic-ish, a lot of people don't come to church as often because they can watch church online, which nothing's wrong with that. But you know what I'm saying? It was good seeing some of the people we haven't seen in a while, some of the people who were only going to the church because like their family, like their mother or their father was there and they probably had passed or even moved away. So it was hard to see, you know what I'm saying? It was not hard. It was hard for people to get to church or go to church, but it was bomb, man. I seen a lot of good faces. I saw my nephew and his son, but my other nephew, not his son, my nephew and my nephew's brother, which is my other nephew, they are my godchildren and their baby, and then my niece, and they're going off to college. It was amazing.
Right.
It was
That's
good.
What's up. Hey, real quick, shout out to Jimmy Ramon Musica. Hey, man, this dude is a very talented Spanish music artist. He does the reggaeton kind of. He does the cumbia. He does all that music. If you in Fayetteville, North Carolina, I believe he does shows in Raleigh, Durham too, I believe. He's all up and down that I-95 out there on the East Coast. Hey, man, check him out on Facebook. Jimmy _Ramon _Musica. This dude is showing us love right now on IG. That dude,
I appreciate you, Jimmy. You said Jimmy.
Oh yeah, and then we got Task Journey 2K. Hey, thanks for showing love. The first 2 that popped up, man, they was on there as soon as we went live, man.
I'm glad they
have love. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
We give you the thumbs up.
That's for real. Hell yeah, Bobby. How was your week? You had a birthday party this weekend, didn't you, Bobby?
No, it was last weekend. You missed it, bud.
Was that last weekend?
Yes, it was.
My days be like blended. With each other.
Grace was going down the list too. She was like, "Did you invite Geronimo?" Yes, I invited Geronimo. He's right here. Yeah. Okay, I see him. Moreno said, "Yes, it is."
Moreno.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She went down the list. She said, "These people said they were coming, Mommy. They never showed up." I said, "Listen, look, people got stuff to do, man."
Tell her I'm sorry, man. I thought this weekend. I don't even know what I was doing last weekend.
I wouldn't tell nobody that. I would have just said like, "Oh man, I'm sorry."
She transparency.
About transparency, right?
Transparency.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
I owe her then. I got
her first. Man, you gonna buy her a Barbie doll.
You owe her nothing.
Barbie. Okay. Does she even like Barbies?
No, she's into like Hello Kitty and Friends. She
likes
Cinnamon Roll, My Melody, Kuromi, that type of stuff right now.
I got you, girl. Sorry about that.
Yeah. She
Hello
she's
Kitty backpacks.
look, she's fine. Well, we're not doing backpacks because they're being homeschooled, so we're not having to do that.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. My husband is going to be schooling the girls actually this year, so he'll be the teacher and the principal, and I'll just be administrating the school schedule and stuff. So
nice.
Hey,
I'm not mad at that. You know what? We're gonna have to talk about that on one of our future parenting topics.
Yeah.
Homeschooling, man. That's
yeah.
yeah.
So this will be I've homeschooled my older daughter Anna before I allowed her to go into a public high school for 2 years. So I homeschooled her for her 7th and 8th grade school years. And there's nothing wrong with that. The state of Texas thankfully gives parents a lot of freedom in how they choose their children's education and stuff. So I'm appreciative of that. But as far as this weekend, so I'll tell you a couple little juicy things. I allowed Anna, my 16-year-old, we did her very first driving lesson.
Okay.
We stayed on the property. We did not go off of the property. We learned how to keep our foot off the gas for one. Just how to apply the brake. We went forward and backward. I have her turn the car around. We went up to the gate. We come back. I had her back in. I had her stay away from my new car. I had to stay away from the Silverado. We're gonna stay in our lane. This is all we're gonna do. And so we did that. And again about Anna, actually, she was asked a couple of months ago, right before we go back to school. Our kids actually go back to school on the 7th of August. And that's already this Thursday. And so the Sunday before all of our kids go back to school, they have student takeover at our church. So the students, our youth, do everything. They do announcements, they do tithe and offering, they do praise and worship.
That's cool.
So she was asked to lead praise and worship. She already leads praise and worship for the youth, but she led praise and worship for all 4 services. And my husband was like did lead guitar. So they have a stage, a platform full of students. They had a 9-year-old on the drums. Hobby did drums, and some, other close friends of ours that are up there whose kids are also part of praise and worship and stuff. All of our kids were up there, and they asked Anna to bring a word. So she got to bring a word of encouragement.
Wow.
We sang a praise and worship song called Always on Time. And so she had talked about how God is always an on-time God. Just because you don't hear from him doesn't mean that there's a delay. Being patient, waiting on that perfect timing and stuff. And so a lot of people came up to me. They're like, I cannot believe your daughter has such an amazing voice. And so I got a lot of compliments for what she did on stage and stuff. And so she went from leading students on Wednesdays at youth, about 80 students, to a church of about 1,400. Between 4 services, we see anywhere from 1,200 to 1,400 people every Sunday.
That's what's up. Hey, building some leadership skills.
Big opportunity, yes. And she did fabulous. Her stage presence was great. She wasn't stuttering in the microphone or nothing.
Nice. That's good. Hey, she's getting ahead of the game, because most people are petrified of public speaking. So, hey, shout out to her, man. Good job.
Remember, I was telling y'all that she wanted to be a teacher.
You did say that.
So I had told her, I said, hey, maybe you could be a music teacher. You can learn to lead in music and use the ministry as a platform to be able to talk about music and lead others into enjoying music the way you do. So if you do want to be a teacher, maybe this will help give you a little foothold into that area. So.
And what was last week's guest name? Because I wasn't able to join the episode, but I watched it and I loved it. She was great. What was her name? How do you say her name again?
Bryson Hampton.
Bryson Hampton, dude. I like how she kind of like gave some input on that, as far as like, just because maybe kids may not do certain things the way we like it doesn't mean they not fit out to do it. Like I like the way she addressed that. It was like, nah, that baby girl just might be ready. She's just gonna do it her own way. So I mean, that helped me out, because I mean, I know sometimes we be trying to like force kids to go a certain way, but sometimes we might just gotta let them do it the way they want to do it. You know what I mean?
Hey, quick shout out. I don't know if he's gonna see this, but I'm gonna make sure that he knows that I gave him a shout out. I want to shout out to my nephew Kanan. Last year he graduated, was a senior, but if I'm not mistaken, I know I'm not mistaken. Today he joined the Air Force. He is officially sworn.
What was his name again?
Kanan Rodden.
Especially if it was the Air Force. Come on now. Hey, all the airmen out there, the best branch to join.
He
Good job.
scored very high on
score.
his ASVAB. He got a very high GT score, so he'll have
Nice.
an open door
Nice.
of job selection. So I'll hit him up after this and kind
That's
of
what's
pick on
up,
him
man.
a little
Shout
bit.
out to that dude. Hey,
That's
matter of
amazing.
fact, shout out to all of what was this class of 2025 that graduated this year. If y'all all joined the military, hey man, thank you for your service. I
Thank you.
respect that, man. That's what I had to do when I got out. So
Mhm.
that's what's up, Dr. Poole. How was your weekend, sir?
Oh, it was cool. I did housework.
That's what's up. That's hey, you know what?
Nothing wrong with that.
Mine was similar to that. I was working all weekend, man. Been playing catch up since my trip, man, and just gotta put numbers on the board, baby. That's all I did this weekend. I was working, spending time with family. When I wasn't spending time with family, I was working. That was it. That's about it. So yeah, man. Let's get to the show, man. So Corey did talk about maybe meeting some heroes. I can't think of a time if I ever met a hero and was disappointed. I can't think of that, but there was something that happened this past weekend that had a whole bunch of heroes to some, especially for fans of WWE. And anybody in this group still watch WWE?
Yeah, man.
Like I would like to.
You do? You watch it weekly, Dr. Poole?
Weekly. See,
What
it's
happened?
weird for me
Go
because
ahead.
like I could watch it on Netflix and you could watch it on the Peacock, but it's like a month behind. But you could watch all like their premium live events. But a couple other things they show on like the CW and on Fox. So you got to have regular broadcast television to watch those shows. And I don't have an antenna on my TV, so I have to watch the highlights on YouTube.
Who does? Like,
Yeah.
it's like easier to get cable than get an antenna these days, man.
Yeah, but they're doing pretty good on Netflix. You know, I remember we were talking about that when they first made the jump. You know, like
oh yeah, that's
they're
so
doing pretty well.
So we about to talk about SummerSlam 2025. Was that streamed on Netflix?
Nah, that was on Peacock. It might have been streamed on Netflix too, but I watched it on the cock. I call it the cock.
Whoa.
Watched it on the cock.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me just understand.
Never heard it called that before.
Let me just hear this. Let me just say, you was watching cock. Okay.
I was watching it on the cock. Yeah, on the Peacock. You know,
Okay, not on
I
the
think
clock.
it's NBC. Yeah, NBC is the Peacock, right? Or is that CBS? I think it's NBC.
It's the Peacock, yeah.
Down for NBC.
Look, I went from like white to red.
Pause. We need a pause button.
Yeah, I was
Hold
just
on a
thinking
second.
that we need a no Diddy button, like no Diddy.
No diddy.
Wow, man, you guys have such perverted minds, man. Jeez.
You don't want to call it a cock.
He said,
You started it. How did you expect us to react to it? All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you got $14 a month to pay for Peacock, you could get every pay-per-view they have. But back in the days, you had to pay like $50-$60 to watch it on like the pay-per-view. So now it's kind of like
you just taught me something because I have Peacock, the subscription, and I did not know you could watch pay-per-view stuff on there. Damn it.
Yeah, they stream all their pay-per-view events on there.
And if you got Spectrum, you get Peacock for free.
Man,
oh, see,
so many.
I have Spectrum, and I didn't know that.
News you can use, baby. Come on now.
Yeah.
So walk us through it. There was a momentous event that happened. Well, actually, the first thing about this event is the first time in history it was a 2-day event. Is that right? Did you watch both days of the event, Dr. Poole?
I did. Absolutely, I did.
It was the first time SummerSlam being a 2-day event.
It was a 2-day event. Yeah.
Yep. They brought in like over the first day. I think it was like 80. Both times it was packed, man. I could get the numbers on them, but like they started doing it with their WrestleMania event about 3 or 4 years ago. They started turning it into a weekend thing, and people were paying exorbitant amounts of money to go for this weekend thing. And now they're expanding it to their other big events, and it was a success. They generated a lot of money. A lot of people at MetLife Stadium practically sold out twice.
They doing it. We got a question from the Lou. Who's gonna read that?
Does anyone remember the official WWF wrestling ring you use with your official action figure?
I remember.
I do.
I
my character was Ultimate
I had one of
Warrior.
those.
Hey, the Ultimate Warrior was the man.
Yeah.
Hey, I was looking at some old WWF footage this weekend with Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, and just the Ultimate Warrior was just, dude, he had the best steroids, man, because them arms were like out shit. They was like, bang.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
He
They were
didn't say
juicing
muscles,
good.
He said steroids.
hey, you knew they was doing them steroids back during our day
Yeah.
in wrestling. Man, they didn't even hide it. It was just
Nah.
like, yes, dude, ooh, they got them steroids. But hey, man, there was something that very, very momentous that happened for WWE history, and that was John Cena's farewell. He retired. This was his last event. Isn't that right, Dr. Poole?
Well, it's his last SummerSlam. He is in the process of going on his last tour. He's got like he's going to end it on WrestleMania, which is probably going to be March or April. But this was his last SummerSlam.
So it was
sure.
his last SummerSlam.
Yeah. So he came back. Huh?
He's still the champion?
No, he lost.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna kill. It was a cash in. That's all I'm gonna say. You can watch the highlights. You know.
Hey, I think you know what we could. The whole point of this is to give the spoilers, man. If y'all ain't watched,
right.
We got to talk about it. What? Finish explaining that, sir.
Yeah, man. So there's a guy named Seth Rollins, the architect, right? And so he manipulated this huge scenario to where it looked like he got injured and injured his leg. And he originally won a briefcase. And if you cash this briefcase in, you get a shot at the championship anytime. It's called Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
So,
Okay.
Pretty much this guy was came in to like spoil CM Punk's big win as he won the belt for the first time in a really, really long time. And he was getting ready to exit after coming out like in a James Brown sense of with the walker, and he threw the crutches, and then everybody in the stadium popped it, which means screamed like crazy. He turned around, ripped off his jacket, showed that he wasn't injured, came down to the ring, cracked the dude in the head with the briefcase like 6 or 7 times, and then stomped his head into the ground, and then pinned him and won the belt.
Hey. So our new champion is who now? Say the name
Seth
again.
Rollins, man.
Seth
But Cody
Rollins.
Rhodes is the one who beat John Cena, and that was last night, man. That was pretty epic.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes, man.
Yeah. The return
Seth
of Brock
Rollins.
Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came back and leveled John Cena in the end, so he's still
Nice.
around.
Wow. Nice. So there's a lot going on at this weekend's event, man.
Yeah, well, ever since Vince McMahon got pushed out of the company and it got taken over by this new branding company called TKO, they've been totally gone in a different direction. And you can see it, like they're bringing in all types of rappers and musicians and artists, and they're really trying to go Hollywood with it.
Yeah.
And they're doing a pretty good job.
Who did they have out there? Big name came out this weekend for this event. Huge name.
Yeah, Jelly Roll, man. They had Jelly Roll out there in the ring. They had Cardi B. She was the one who did the introductions at the beginning of the nights. Yeah, they had all types of celebrities in the crowd, MMA fighters,
Wow.
Netflix people. Just yeah, it's like a big block party now. It's kind of what they used to do back in the days, where like you would see a big celebrity sitting around ringside or like a pay-per-view or something like that. It's the same thing, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when Mr. T was there with the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, right. There you go. Cyndi Lauper came in and was managing a wrestler for a long time. Donald Trump was in wrestling, you know.
I remember that. Yeah, it was like a battle with the billionaires or something like that.
Yeah, they put their
McMahon has been good, long-time friends from very, very long time.
Yeah, and Trump's a big UFC fan too. He was seen at a lot of the UFC fights.
Mm-hmm.
So did they do anything to honor the one of our precious we saw him in WWF, and then we saw him in, what was that other one?
WCW, baby.
WCW. I remember when he went to WCW, and then it was WWE, man. We gotta honor, you know, the dude Hulk Hogan. Did they honor Hulk Hogan at the SummerSlam?
They did a little bit. Their main tribute was that Friday on the SmackDown episode leading to the pay-per-view. But they all through the pay-per-view they went back to it and replayed it. And they had his son in the audience. They gave a shout out to his son.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, so they tried to do the best they can to show their respect. And I gotta give WWE a little bit of credit. They are totally capitalizing on the downfall and death of Hulk Hogan. Like the merchandising and stuff that they're putting out right now is, they know that people are buying this stuff, so they're putting out as much as they can, and it's not cheap stuff either, you know. So it's kind of sad, but I understand the business side a little bit too.
Yeah.
I remember.
I feel that, man. Bills still got to get paid, man. But hey, back when we were young and our parents was working hard to pay them bills, hey, Hulk Hogan was that dude, right? Like take us into the millennial moment, man, in regards to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, as we've been doing here, we've just been kind of flashing back, and I would love for the viewers that at home who are watching to chime in if you guys have any memories of something that you might have seen that made you think of Hulk Hogan. Also, but I remember when I first saw Hulk Hogan, it was like in 1985 or 86, and I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
But he had already kind of been wrestling a little bit. He had kind of already made a name for himself a little bit. Like a lot of people have seen him in Rocky 3, and he came in as the big wrestler. And
I remember that. I remember he was huge too back then.
Yeah, it was like Glover Lane or something. I can't remember the name exactly, but the funny thing about that movie is it came out in the same month and in the same year that I was born. So like it was kind of came out in like 28 of 1982. So
wow.
Yeah, right. But so I saw the movie and I remember seeing him in it, but it wasn't until like 5 or 6 years later. But I do remember a movie called No Holds Barred.
Oh,
And, yeah, right. It had Zeus in it, right? Rest in peace, Tiny, man. And
Tiny, man.
So what do you guys remember from the movie? Let's see how good you guys remember. What was the scene if you guys can remember the scene?
That since I was a little kid.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't remember the movie itself, but I remember when Tiny Lister, I think they were running promo for a match that was coincide with the movie. And he was talking and some spit came out of his mouth. Oh my God. I was like, God, that was nasty. And he just kept going. I was like, no, I was eating a sandwich. It was good. I stopped putting mayonnaise on my sandwich because of that.
What about you, Bobby? Do you ever see Hulk Hogan when you were younger?
Yeah, I did, because I told y'all my dad enjoyed wrestling. And when we were growing up, because I was born in 87. And I don't care if I age myself. I'm not weird like some women are. I don't care. I'm 37 years old. So I grew up with Hulk Hogan. I watched Will and Wheelie and a few channels growing up. My dad loved watching wrestling. So I remember sitting in the living room with him at night and seeing Hulk Hogan, all huge and stuff with his big old beard and his like bandana on and stuff. And he'd go in there talking smack. And
Mania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You
remember all that. I don't know what movie you're talking about, though. I'm not even gonna front. I don't know what movie you're talking about.
Nah, Hulkamania was the theme.
Yeah, Dad. What you gonna do, brother? Yeah, brother.
You gotta say your prayers and take your vitamins, right?
Yes.
Say your prayers, take your vitamins.
Yes. Dude.
We don't have that messaging anymore.
Well, you know what? You sent something over the weekend with you got some wrestlers that are going to be part of a campaign to bring some of that back, huh?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that on another episode. But there were some things you did want to talk about with Hulk Hogan, because Corey kind of opened it up at the beginning of the show. Like, have you ever been disappointed when if you ever met your heroes? Why would someone may or may not have been disappointed if they had a chance to meet Hulk Hogan in real life? Why is that, sir?
Yeah. Absolutely. So here's the scene, right? Everybody's got this great spitting image of Hulk Hogan because of what he did in wrestling and the few movies that he's made, Suburban Commando, Mr. Nanny, etc. But he's been involved in a lot of things outside of wrestling that hasn't gotten a lot of light unless you're like a wrestling fan and follow it. One of the first things that he was involved in was a steroid scandal back in the 80s. And that was one of the things that came down to the company itself being brought in to testify, in particular wrestlers being brought in to testify about their use of steroids. And the thing about Hulk Hogan that stuck out the most is he went on Arsenio Hall and he gave a speech saying how he never used steroids. In his head, he calls them growth. He used a growth hormone enhancer, which is technically different from an actual steroid, I guess.
I like it. I like that.
But in court, he confessed to using the growth hormones that he was using, essentially steroids. So that was kind of the first thing that brought heat onto Hulk Hogan in the spotlight, was the steroid scandal and the fact that he went on Arsenio Hall and then lied and said that he never used it. But there are a couple other instances too that are a little bit more serious. they're racially motivated. For example, he opened up a restaurant in Florida, and they put out a dress code, and the dress code was very precise. And some of the things I wrote down, some of the things that you're not allowed to wear when you're going into this restaurant, and then you can tell me what you think, if you think this is racist or not. So it pretty much deemed as racist. No plain white tees, no attire with profanity, no baggy or low hanging pants, no hats worn backwards or sideways, no do rags, no skull caps, and no bandanas. And there's like 15 or 20 other things that were on this list. And you could Google search the list, Hogan's Restaurant Racist Dress Code, and you could get it. But just based off of the things that I've said right now, what do you think? You think that's kind of racist if you're trying to stereotype one particular group of people?
What type of restaurant was this?
It's just like a regular restaurant bar, place you go get drinks, take your family to, hang out, watch sports.
Maybe get some burgers or something.
Yeah, so like a Chili's or a TGI Fridays.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying, like, it's not like an upscale restaurant.
It's not like a Eddie V's or
no. Upscale restaurants, they have dress codes and stuff.
No.
Yeah, no. It's not like you have to wear a suit and tie to get in here. You just are not allowed to wear these particular things.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's some other stuff out there that would, I guess, give me the impression that he could have been racist, but that I don't know, because let's take it back. Remember Magic Theaters back in the day when Magic Theaters first opened? You couldn't wear some of that stuff there.
No, you couldn't.
Because it was in a gang infested area. You couldn't wear hats in any type of colors that was affiliated, or you couldn't.
So that's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask the same thing. Where was this at? Is there a lot of gang activity? Because if so, when you're at a family restaurant, they say, hey, we don't want no do-rags, no skull caps and stuff. Because if you end up representing certain colors in certain areas and a shootout happens at a family restaurant, like I'm trying to figure out. Like,
it was a Florida restaurant. It's not super upscale, but it's not like it's in the hood. This is Hulk Hogan opening up a restaurant. He's not going to open up a restaurant in Dade County. It might not be Miami, but it ain't gonna be Dade County. So I would just say, like, obviously you're trying to target a group, and it doesn't have to be race, but it's definitely age oriented. Because like a lot of people, when they go out, that's all they do is wear a hat and a white T-shirt.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you like this,
and that could be anybody. But
are you talking about like a white beater?
Say what?
No, like a white T-shirt, like a plain white T-shirt.
Think about Nelly
in
2000. Think about Nelly in 2000, because that was the theme of how everybody wore clothes.
Sure.
They wore.
I swore I was gonna marry Nelly.
Every millennial woman out there thought they was gonna marry. That's just part of the millennial. And Gen X, right? The Gen X, the generation before us, all of those women thought they was gonna marry LL. So
yeah. Well,
now,
if that's
Dr. Poole, I keep a black card on me so I could play the black card, but I'm having a tough time playing the black card on this one because I'm just like Magic Johnson did it. He's black in a black neighborhood, and that's done to keep that gangster element out. So I'm just like maybe that was done just to keep riffraffs out. And I
accept your challenge.
Okay.
So let me ask you this. That's not the only thing he's been in the news about. Like this actually has kind of been a little bit more recent, like over the last 5 or 6 years or so. He has a daughter. Her name is Brooke Hogan, and she's got some little things that you could find her on the social medias and on the adult sites. And apparently she likes to date, other races, and she was dating a YN, like I'm not going to say just a black guy. This was a YN. And apparently Hulk Hogan found out about it and decided to have a conversation with his daughter about how much he didn't accept what she was doing, right? So he got recorded saying some really racist things like, I don't want you to be with this N-word, and it was like, if this makes me racist, then I'm a racist. I don't want you with this N-word, yada, yada, yada. And that also is out on YouTube and on the internet if you want to hear that conversation as well.
And I have heard that. Now that one, I'm gonna have to use the black card and play that black card.
That's worthy. All right, I got you.
I put that. Yeah, that's hard to argue. That's hard to
Look,
argue.
look.
When
Can I
you
say
straight up
something?
say, yeah, go ahead,
I
Corey.
gotta say something. Okay.
You say something, please.
And this is for the people who are mature enough to understand this. Hulk Hogan did not say that. It was Terry Bollea who said that.
That's
You
his
see
real
what
name?
I'm saying?
The government name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his government name.
Because we have, and I mean, I have to go there. R. Kelly and Robert Kelly, two different people. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be able to separate the artist from the act and the act from the artist.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan.
Good point.
That's a really good point.
Terry Bollea, you get what you get.
I don't got like him.
Yeah.
I don't got like him. But Hulk Hogan, and yeah, you know what? That helps me out because I've always been torn since I heard that. I'm like, not Hulk Hogan, not Hulk Hogan, dude. I'm talking about man in the 80s. If you was a kid in the 80s, just like not Hulk Hogan, man.
Hey, Hulk Hogan don't got a sex tape, but Terry Bollea got a sex tape.
Yes, right. Real.
Hey, you know, I gotta say one thing just about Hulk Hogan, you know, because he didn't just sit back and collect checks. He stayed in the public spotlight. He came back. He tried to market a beer, American Brew, I think was the title of it or something. He was still making dates and appearances for fans and he would be on WWE when he came out in LA and they didn't boo him out of the stadium. You know, he would be on TV more, but he came out in LA to market his beer and everybody. And like poor Jimmy Hart, the manager, has got the big American flag in the back. They're booing Hulk Hogan and the American flag that he's waving because I guess so many people
didn't he have a shop in Vegas?
Yeah, he's got a lot, but the problem is like the new generation didn't grow up knowing Hulk Hogan.
No,
you know, like so Hulk Hogan stopped being Hulk Hogan like in 2002, 2005, and would come back now and then. But you know, it's easy for people who are in their 20s and younger to hear these things that have come out after the fact and say this is a terrible person because they weren't impacted by watching a hero, an American hero, say, "Look, no matter what, you could conquer your villains and the enemy, and that there's a God and health, right? Take your vitamins." You know, nobody ever told me to take my vitamins except Hulk Hogan.
For real.
You know what?
My mama was like, vitamin. I remember
why I want to take my vitamins. Say what, Corey?
I remember when I used to watch Hulk Hogan, I was like, "Mama, can I get some vitamins?"
Hey, and I wanted my Flintstone vitamins. Stop playing now. Stop playing.
I can tell you all types of stories about Hogan. He choked out an interviewer one time on stage when they were giving him an interview on like a talk show.
I think I remember that.
He put him in a guillotine. Mr. T was right there on stage watching the whole time too. You know, it's just like all you do is just tighten up a little bit like this, and then the dude just fell out, cracked his head on the stage.
Hey man, you know what though? So like, I've dealt with you know death in the family too, man, and yeah, say no one's perfect, man. No one's perfect. No one is perfect at all. I damn sure ain't perfect, so I don't judge. But what I prefer to do whenever we have a loss is remember the good things, man. And to take us into the veteran topic, man. Ain't nobody perfect. Dude was human. Life be lifing. Was he a little bit racist? Maybe. Who's not a little bit racist? You know
Hulk Hogan wasn't racist.
I wouldn't want my daughter dating a YN either.
Who's not a little bit? It's just a little bit. And if you say you're not at all, I don't believe you. But anyway, going back to the positive stuff that he did, he supported the troops a lot, man. I will say this. He recorded numerous videos to support the troops that were actually aired on whatever they had in place of the AFN, the Armed Forces Network, back in like the 80s, early 90s, may have been that. But that's love right there. And I'm gonna tell you, if you've ever been stationed overseas, deployed overseas, man, that Armed Forces Network is everything, because it's like the one thing that keeps you tethered to the U.S., right? And I remember seeing videos when I was there. By the time I got there, you'll see videos of like John Cena, The Rock, showing love to the military. But he did that. Hulk Hogan was doing that back when they were giving out videotapes.
Yeah, he's the first. He's the first.
He showed a lot of love to the military and veterans for that. And speaking of veterans, he helped a lot of service members, injured service members, and veterans get what do you call it? Prosthetic limbs. If they lost them, due to serving their countries. He supported 50 Legs, which was a nonprofit that actually made sure injured veterans, injured service members got whatever prosthetics that they needed. So that's love, man. That's that.
I didn't know that.
Wow. Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's a skill, right? Like sometimes maybe ain't nobody perfect, man. But he did support the troops, and he supported a bunch of veteran related nonprofits by using his celebrity to help raise funds to help several different veteran related causes that support the troops and the veterans, man. So on that front, I'm gonna say he was a hero because that's some good stuff that he did right there, man. So shout out to him for supporting the troops, man. I gotta drop the bomb on that one, man.
Shout out to Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, man, and much condolences and a lot of healing energy going out to the family, man. So hey, but that great topic though, man. Hey, that's something too I want to share. But before I share that, make sure y'all like and subscribe. You know what I mean? Click that subscribe button real quick. You know what I mean? If you got a little bit of love and you go and do that, man. Keep this thing growing. But just want to make sure everyone knows, man, we millennials over here. So we do this millennial moment. If you got an idea for some type of millennial moment, you want to talk about something that no matter what, the millennials are gonna love it. Let us know. Like letting your phone go off. That was a millennial moment right there.
Or warming up your now and laters, or do you call them now and laters? Because I call them now laters.
I said now laters. I never use the and.
I never use the and. Keeping them in your pocket during the hot summer, then put them on a toothpick and look at them like a lollipop.
Yeah, man. Did you guys ever eat it now and then later? You eat it now and then put it back in the wrapper and eat it later?
I did that.
That's disgusting. I
did that.
No.
And that's how I ended up with the messed up pocket because I forgot it was in there.
Oh, no.
Let me tell y'all something. This is a side note. It's a millennial thing, though.
It's all good.
Like, am I the only person who take like those little chocolates you get from C's Candies and Helen Keller's? Do y'all bite them or y'all just pop them in the mouth?
You talking about like the kiss, or just the little candies that are like
little square candies?
It depends on how much I want to savor it. Normally I just pop it in there.
I be popping them in.
I do not savor chocolate. It goes right in there, and we're just doing the whole thing.
I think I was at C's Candy, and I see somebody take a bite. I was like, "They small already. Why you biting it? Just go throw it in your mouth." Off.
Well, I'm the one that eats the Snickers the other way. I take everything off the Snickers before I eat it. Like, yeah.
That's diabolical, man.
Yeah.
No.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's, man.
Yes, it is.
Judging. I'm definitely judging.
Bruh, you ain't going nowhere for a while. That's why you grab the Snicker.
Oh man, hey, and another moment.
You need to record that and put that up on the millennial moment. How to eat a Snicker by Tech Von Go.
Hey, I'll do it because it take me about 5 minutes to eat a Snickers.
Oh man, it'll melt in my mouth and my hand.
They're doing too much with Snickers now, man. I got like 12 different type of Snickers bars out there.
They do.
I had a coffee one. I was up all night. I was like, what is this?
I might need
I looked at the wrapper. It was like almond. I was like, I don't even drink caffeine, and it had like 400 grams. I was like, no, this was not it.
In a candy bar? Holy cow!
I guess Snickers at one time did like a protein bar. And it's supposed
I remember that.
Oh, right. Yep.
And I was sitting up looking at the moon in my bed, like, what's going on here? It's 2 in the morning, and I can't go nowhere because I ate a Snicker. I want to try to go to bed.
We'll have to talk about this in the future. But like when we talk about screen time with our kids, my daughter was telling me one day, well, I can't go to you tell me I have to go to sleep at 9:00, but I can't go to sleep right away. And I tell her that limiting her screen time before bed is gonna cause her brain to wear down some, because even as adults, if we're sitting there scrolling on videos, but we know it's time for us to go to bed, and then before you know it, we're sitting there like with our eyes wide open, and we just don't spend so much time causing our brain to watch,
Good point.
and
I
focus
wish
on
I
what
could
we're
lose weight.
doing, which doesn't allow it to shut down correctly.
Now that is a good topic. Matter of fact, let me write that down so we don't forget about that.
It's
While
called
I'm
doom
doing
scroll.
that,
Just a sidebar.
nice parenting topic. So while I'm
Doom
doing
scroll.
that, Bobby, open us up to close out the show with tonight's parenting topic.
Yeah, so it's really trendy right now. If you look at on YouTube, there are a lot of kid influencers. And so like my daughters watch a little girl named Nastia. They're into like Brent Rivera. My other daughter Grace really likes to watch Darman. Although Darman doesn't, the whole series doesn't really stick to this good like morals of the story, but back to kid influencers. There's apparently debates kind of shuffling around the internet right now. When we're looking at trending parenting topics, there's one called Sharenting. And basically you have parents who have they have like a lot of inside stuff that they share about their kids. They post it all online. And so when we've talked about in the past of dangers and the riskiness of posting and sharing too much information, does it potentially cause a risk? And so with the sharing team, you're sharing too much of your children's lives without giving them the ability to be able to say whether or not they even want that.
Right.
Good
And
point.
so
Good
I
point.
think moving into the digital age that we have in the last 10 to 15 years, how technology has really taken off. I think that you are able to see an ugly face of people who are creeps, people who are gross, who will take certain images and add tell artificial intelligence, change this to look like this, and before you know it, they've got full blown inappropriate images of children just based off of content that their parents share, even though it's seemingly innocent. What these people are doing may not be, and unfortunately you're going to have sinister characters like that can be doing that. So if you don't mind, if you're a parent, I'd like you to kind of chime in on this and let me know, like, what do you think we should be doing if you have a kid who wants to be an influencer? How can you safely provide the environment for them to want to either grow a group of followers, right? But also still come in and say, hey, you'll only be able to share this, or maybe you can only wear something that looks like this, so that you don't give somebody the
Yeah.
edge up to
Yeah.
be able to do anything to, put any type of inappropriate stuff out there.
Woo, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Who wants to take that one first?
I do, just so I could get this out of the way, because
Go ahead.
you guys will have a lot more to say about it than I do. But as a viewer who views a lot of social media and a lot of my friends and their kids,
Yeah.
like a lot of my friends' kids are like teenagers now and young adults. And ever since they were little kids, I've been watching their parents post their pictures and stuff online. And it's now that I'm seeing them as like teenagers now, it's like I'm really tired of looking at the picture of your daughter where she's posing in the dress and then she's posing backwards in the dress, or like they're taking pictures of their kids like in the bikinis and whatnot. Like, I'm tired of looking at that on social media. So for my friends out there who got your kids and you keep on posting these pictures of your kids in their little outfits and stuff, you're just modeling them to the world to see. And I don't want to be looking at your daughter in her bikini, and I shouldn't have to unfollow you because you're my friend in order to do that. So that's really my only pitch on the whole, kids and the sharing thing. Like, parents, stop putting your kids out there. For the kids now, please go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, damn.
So as a one of the things I keep in mind as a girl mom, I understand that there's a lot of trends right now, especially in children's clothing. Children have a lot of options compared to what we did when we were kids, and there's a lot of kids who um, can dress to look almost older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we try to say, modest is hottest. I don't allow my girls I don't allow my girls to wear crop tops. I don't allow them to wear anything that looks inappropriate for their age in my view. If I feel like a grown man can look at you and try to imagine something other, maybe we should change. And there's nothing wrong with that. We let them, hey, you know what? Let's be mindful of when we go out in public and what we're wearing, because
Yeah.
we want to be able to limit, how people are viewing us. And I feel like the way you dress your children kind of gives me insight to how you might be as a parent.
Good point. Good point. I mean, that's
I
a
ain't,
very
we ain't
valid
trying to
point.
judge, but let's keep our children safe. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, let's keep our
Yeah.
children safe. Make sure that we're talking to our girls about the appropriate ages to make sure that they're wearing bras so they can learn how to cover up correctly. And there's nothing wrong with that. So as a girl mom, I where
Yeah.
I'm coming from.
I'm with all of that. I'm taking notes here because I mean I got a lot of girls too, so I'm like I'm taking mental notes. I'm like, okay, Bobby said you may get some phone calls. I'm be like, hey, Bobby, just take the phone.
Call me. I got no problem. You need a little backup. I mean,
because I can
it
talk to
is.
the boys, no problem. That's no issue. It's just that I don't like what you said. I don't know how to say that when it comes to talking to the actual girl. Like I know what the rule is, but just how it is, Corey being a girl dad. Sometimes we get to fumble it.
Bruh, I fumbled. Oh my God, I fumbled. And thank God Toya got on me. Like I was like, but I respect the fact that she did.
Yeah.
So one morning I pulled up from the gym and it was before the kids go to school. So I was like, guys, get in the car. I'm looking at my phone, checking my email, checking the stats for technically speaking, seeing how many followers he got. Shout out to the followers. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. But while I was doing that, the kids was walking into the car and I was like, good morning, how you guys doing? I was just doing, talking to them because I was already in the car, just leaving the gym. So, you know what I'm saying? I go to drive to school, you know what I'm saying? Tell them I love them, drop them off. Now I dropped them off where the school was on one side and I was facing the opposite way, but I was on the same side. Mm-hmm. So they got out the car and they walked this way, and then I turned around. I always watch them walking the gate, but this time they got in the gate fast, and I was like, okay, so I saw my son in the gate, so I know she would have walked in too. Man, when I picked them up, we was with who I was with. I was with Toya, and Toya was like, "What the you got on?" And I was, and then she got on her, and then she was like, "Corey." Oh, and I was like, and I was trying to think why I didn't catch it, right? And I was like, oh.
Our kids be wanting to be slick. So if I catch my daughter wearing a sweater to school, I will ask her what you're wearing underneath. I will do a whole fit check underneath because kids are slick, and I'm not a helicopter mom, but I just want to make sure you're not trying to push my buttons because I'm a FAFO type of person. And you FA, you will FO. Yeah. And so if I see a sweater, I'm like, bro, it's 85 degrees outside. It is not sweater weather right now.
Right.
Oh, it gets cold in class. What are you wearing underneath that sweater?
Yo, I just had a moment because I got a teenage girl that be wearing sweaters and it be hot as hell in the summertime. You hold on now. Wait a minute, because I'll be like, yo, you not
hold up. Wait a minute. Yo, nigga, get up in it.
Bobby, you might be getting some phone calls, damn it. Because I'm just like, wait a minute. I didn't think about it like that because I'm not a girl. So I'm not thinking, hey, because I'm always like, you not hot? It's hot outside. Why are you wearing a sweater? I did not think that. Damn it.
Yeah. But my daughter's caught on to it. We don't have as much of a problem because she knows one on Colorado, and I will absolutely make her change. I told her if I ever get a phone call because you get dress coded at your school, you better believe I'm gonna embarrass. I will take the time to embarrass you. I will be that mom. You waste my time, I will absolutely waste yours.
Yeah,
no, but no, I feel all of
it. I got scared a little bit.
Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah. I am really sweet, but I just don't like when you push my buttons.
But let me address the thing about the social media aspect.
Right? Yeah.
Like, I don't put my kids on social media. I believe that if you set up a particular trend in your household, then it will tend to flow. Now, granted, they probably try to go out the house. Like, my kids don't have cell phones. They got smartwatches. I can call them on that. And they got iPads where they need Wi-Fi. And guess where they're getting Wi-Fi? At home.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And then I also monitor it. What'd you say? You said McDonald's?
Starbucks.
But hey, this is true. But they can't take their iPhones. They can't take their iPads out the house.
Mhm.
The reason why I do that is because of the fact that one, me and my wife agreed. You know what I'm saying? That like, look, technology takes away the imagination. It takes away the creativity because their technology is different from the technology we had. Our technology, you still have to plug in stuff, put in a controller, sit down, blow the cartridge, press a button, and wait for the game to boot up. Now, yeah, and now they press a button and they get whatever they want. So what it does is shorten the time span of the patience that they have. So that right there, we're like, nah, we not. This not what we doing. You know what I'm saying? You can get a cell phone when you can put it in your name, and when you put it in your name, go for it. Therefore, but in the same aspect, I don't like putting my kids on social media because I'm that type of father that I see something negative, I'm going in there. Oh, I'm finding your DNS. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out where your router is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna send something to you that you gonna think is a winning ticket, and it ain't. You gonna just get a couple Trojans on your doggone server. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that I'm very sensitive about kids, and possibly because of the fact that I became a parent in my mid-30s. Which is different than when we were like if you had became a parent in your early 20s, like most of our peers have, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. I I'm like, oh no, I'm aware of this, I'm aware of that. And mind you, I was married 10 years before I became a parent. So
yeah,
I'm like, you know what? Y'all better check, nah, this ain't popping. You know what I mean? I'm willing to die for mine. And if I'm willing to die for mine, you damn sure know I'm willing to kill for mine.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Nah, I
You
feel
need me to help you how to body course?
Look,
man, there's a lot of desert in Arizona. I spent 8 years in Arizona. There's a lot of desert out there. Let me tell you, I've already mapped out a couple of spots.
You ever been to West Texas by chance?
No,
I
but
have
look,
not.
give me some of that acid that turns bones into dust. Yeah, that's all I.
Nah, but I'm with that, man. I guess I've always been the one to try to strike a balance because for me, I use the privacy controls on Facebook, right? So like if I do have something with my kids, I only mark it just friends could see it, right? And then like sometimes if I forget to mark that, and because my Facebook and Instagram is connected, sometimes if I forget and it shares on Instagram on accident, I immediately delete it just because I just want to keep it with my friends and family, man. But you made a good point, Donald, to where I'm gonna be cognizant to make sure we're not allowing no pictures in like swimsuits and stuff like that out there. Because I've seen that a lot too. Have I been guilty of that? I don't know. But no, you're right, because we're just kind of like a lack of a better way of putting it, tempting those that can be tempted. You know what I mean? Like there's the only way to prevent that is just to avoid it altogether, right? Because we cannot stop the weirdos from existing, but you don't want to be able to just make it easy for the weirdos to get access to what they're trying to get to, right, Bobby?
Nope.
And you want to know what's
the whole swimsuit issue? Our girls do the one pieces with some shorts because I don't dig little girls wearing two pieces. I just feel that's too grown for them.
And what you don't want to do is find out something about somebody you know if you put that up there. Like, hey, that man, your daughter looking good. Homie, what?
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? You've been over to my house. What? Nah, hold on.
Yeah, nah, that'd be all bad.
That'd be
all bad. Hell nah, man.
You start looking at situations different. Like, yeah, he has been over to the house for her birthday party, but he didn't get invited. But okay, you start thinking. You feel me? You start thinking like, why he like that picture? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, nah, man.
I mean, it's cool to see the growth of my friends' children. Absolutely. Like a lot of these kids, there's pictures of me holding them in my arms when they're little kids, and now they're like teenagers. And it's like, I don't follow your kid. I follow you and you're showing me pictures of your kid, and I don't
point.
want to. I'm not following you to watch your kid. You know, I follow you, and you know who you are, you people. You know exactly who you are. You know, and it's all
You
love. You
talking
know,
directly to somebody.
Tell them how you feel right here on Technically Speaking.
but
But I
just
mean,
how
Hold
it
it
is.
back, Donald.
and
I'm
you
not
know
gonna
what?
name names.
I
But
think
I say screen names.
oh, and you know what? We're guilty of that. I think millennials, we got to take full credit for that. So I think we're the ones that started that whole sharenting and the whole sharing, I guess, culture, right? Because I remember
I was taking pictures.
Say what?
Yeah, I remember taking selfies with the Kodak cameras. You know.
Yo, yep. We ain't
But
got
see,
to
the
share.
difference with that though is we didn't have social media. What we'll do is we'll be at our friends and family
Yeah,
event
only friends.
because
Yeah.
we'll throw out the wallet and then the slide of pictures that come out. Be like,
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Now it's like you swiping and you swiping. You mess around, you swipe and see something else. You gonna swipe and see something you don't want to see.
Yeah.
And if you swipe and see something you don't want to see, you can't unsee it.
My girls like to go to get onto my I have like photo journals, old ones, bunch of photo albums and stuff when I was younger. And my daughter goes, "Who's this?" I was like, that is me." They're like, "What? They don't look like you." They were like our glamour shots and stuff.
Glamour shots.
It was like 14-year-old Bobby had a little bit of makeup
with the
on,
glossy background.
Bobby, were you in that picture as a bunch of Mexicanas and it said if your auntie took pictures like this in the 90s, they used to jump people? Were you in one of those pictures?
You already know it. You already know it.
Nah, man. So yeah, be careful what you sharing, man. Like Donald said, if we're following you, we're here to follow you and watch you do your thing, not necessarily your kids doing their thing. Like if you sharing graduations, birthdays, stuff like that, just be mindful and make sure it's tasteful, right?
Tasteful,
right.
Yeah.
Make sure it's tasteful. But thank you for that. Because I asked, I'm like, ooh, if there's anything going, I'm like, you better not take no picture. Nope, hell nah.
Oftentimes, if one of my girls is like in a group picture, I'll get a request from a friend. Hey, can we post these pictures? Is that cool? I'm like, yeah, for sure, go for it. We were all part of it. Got no problem.
Yeah,
good point.
Permission is always granted. Not granted, accepted. I love when people ask for permission.
Yeah.
But what I don't like, and I've seen it done, and that's why I'm like, now I just don't, I don't go around them because they be like, oh, look at the family. And I'm like, why you post this picture of my daughter? I had to literally go inside on instant. Go into DM and be like, look, don't do this. Not to tell them for various reasons why. Don't post them on social media, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you guys off air, but you just don't post anybody else's kids without their permission. You don't do that. I think that's just that especially without their permission.
Yeah,
that's violation rule number 101.
Yeah. Oh, even my daughter's school, we had to sign a permission form if we were allowed them to put it on the app.
Right.
But I approved it because I'm like, I want those pictures, man. I want those memories. So when I get the notification, man, I'm downloading those pictures for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're tasteful. Just again, make sure it's tasteful. But to your point, if you got pictures with someone else's kids, you should definitely be asking for permission if you feel like you need to share them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't understand why unless it's like family. We all together, And again, when I do, if I got kids in the pictures that's in my family, is limited to it will only be viewable to my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
No, never post public. People, if you don't know that by now, please go into your security settings on your social media so that whenever you do post something, it is posted to only people who who you've allowed to follow you.
Yeah.
That is it. It should never be posted public, ever.
Because there's some creeps out there, real talk, that you probably thought, them, but you know them from high school. You don't know what type of lifestyle they've been introduced to. You don't know what type of things they've been through. You don't know what kind of struggles they have. So, and you still, oh, that's the homie from Ben. Yeah, he probably doing something that you had no reason being doing anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's hitting on the drumstick too hard.
You never know. Yeah. Damn it.
Corey.
You never know.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, like if you add anything, it's just going to be worse. You know, so.
I got nothing. I think this is a great way to end the show. Use Bobby's advice. Keep it private. Look at those privacy settings on the social media, man, and keep it internal to family and friends. Do not make it public. Do not make it public for all eyes. Please don't, because you might have the person from band that you went to high school with that's been hitting the drum too hard. So keep that stuff. Don't make it public, man. Hey, man. Oh, man.
Oh, God, all of us crying over here, man.
We live, baby. We live.
Oh, he is live.
Comment, like, and subscribe. Follow Technically Speaking for news you can use. We are keeping it lively here.
Make sure that thumb stay up, but only in the air.
Hey, Bobby, let folks know what they can get from you, how you can help them in the Bexar County and surrounding areas.
Hey, also, I'm the owner of a DVOSB here in the state of Texas. We are a disabled veteran-owned small business called Patriot Restorations. We focus on water and mold mitigation in your home. So if you have had a broken water pipe somewhere and that pipe has gotten fixed, but there's water damage left everywhere, make sure to give us a call. You have less than 48 hours to be able to get that water situation taken care of before mold can build up, which can make your home unlivable. So please be mindful of that. You're welcome to DM me. You can find me on bobby.lopez.5 on Instagram, or you can find me Bobby Lopez on Facebook, just as you see there. No funny business. And if you are not able to go through your homeowner's insurance, we do offer 15% military discount. That also goes for first responders as well. Law enforcement there too. So,
hey,
appreciate y'all.
Heck yeah, appreciate y'all. Dr. Pooh, if folks are in the right side of LA, what can you help folks with out there in the LA County area, sir?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. The west side, we're doing pools and spas and filter cleanings, and we're doing 20% off for the summertime. And you can reach me at we're gonna do 20% off. And so contact me. You could do it through here, through YouTube or Instagram or Facebook at DR Pool, D_R_Pool. And I'd love to, hear from you, or at least be able to answer some questions that you guys might have, to get your pool going for summertime. Enjoy it while it's here.
Surfer looking guy coming through to clean your pool, you're getting 20% off right now.
Make sure your kids are inside. I don't want to see your kids out in their bathing suits. I'm gonna tell them, get out.
Y'all are home on this episode. Corey Giovanni, let folks know what you can help them with.
So Corey ENT has a multiple service. Right now, we are offering a package for social media marketing for one entire month that comes with 4 postings per week, 4 stories per week, 4 videos for the month, and that service is only $1,000 per month. This is particularly for small businesses. However, we are catering to influencers and social media courses as well. Plus, if you're in the event of starting your own podcast and you want to get your voice out to the masses and you want to monetize it, you can reach me the same way at Core ENT LLC on Instagram and at Corey Giovanni on Instagram as well.
I hit them up though, man. I mean, we are in the digital age, like Bobby said earlier, and basically this is the new way to promote your business. So it's a lot of work to get a podcast going. So hit your boy up. If you need your own platform to connect to your market, hit that dude up. That is the new marketing tool now. So for me, I am Tech Von Go at Tech Von _ at Tech _Von _Go at Instagram. Hit me up, man. My thing is I'm using tech to give people good vacation experiences. So got a vacation rental out here. I can get you a discount, if you come into San Antonio for whatever reason. It's hot as hell right now, but there's a lot of rivers and lakes and pools and stuff here. But come through, hit your boy up. The AC works. So everyone, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Thank you for spending some time with us tonight, man. Y'all have a good week. Y'all have a good night. We love y'all.
Hey. So